New Korean brand Pitzmann aims to break through the limitations of microbrands by controlling their entire watch productions with strict standards and high quality, all for $800. Is it worth it? Let's find out. This video is brought to you by Pitzmann Watches. This is Pitzmann's first product that's simply called the First Pitzmann. While nothing is left to the imagination and the naming department, the dimensions appeals to the senses with the 39mm diameter, 47mm lug-to-lug distance, and 20mm lug width. The case height is pretty decent with 11.6mm with a 100-meter water resistance. While some may prefer a deeper water resistance rating, 100 meters is pretty good for a non-screw-down crown. The Pitzmann uses a Sellita SW261 caliber that has a 38-hour power reserve and 28,800 bph. This caliber is normally offered with a date complication at the 3 o'clock position. However, for the sake of dial balance and staying true to its pocket watch roots, the date wheel is removed and the ground setting mechanism was modified to just 2 steps, completely removing a ghost date situation. Other material luxuries include a cold enamel dial and an unconventional sapphire crystal treatment that involves 2 different coats. The bottom part is treated with anti-reflective coating, while the top side has an anti-fingerprint application. Function follows form here, as the design and aesthetic aspect of the watch is given priority over the parts used. It's not to say that its beauty is only skin deep, as you will later find out. This silver screen model is an actual thespian of the craft. The first shines in the proportions department, as the 39mm diameter sits lovely over wrist smaller than 7 inches. That 47mm lug distance compensates for the smaller impression. Careful thought is not only visible on the watch, but also in the convenient travel case that it comes with. Pitzmann wants to preserve your watch in pristine condition, so they included a travel pad to go between your case back and bracelet. The travel pouch itself has a soft inner lining, so all of the scratches on your watch will now be completely your fault and not of the case. This dressy watch comes also with a quick release strap option, so you can switch bands easily even though the styling possibilities are limited. During the filming of this video, the handmade leather strap is not available because there's only so much one man can do. So for now, this equally handcrafted leather strap from Solas will be an adequate replacement. Can a sailcloth strap work for this semi-formal watch? By color coordination, yes. By texture, no. The white stitching pairs well with the dial, but that sailcloth surface clashes with the elegantly polished case. It's clear dressing down this watch is a challenge. Putting on a blue sailcloth strap is a little more tolerable, with that blue visually complementing the blued hands. Imagine this in an alligator strap. Pitzmann's own brown leather strap remains a good solid default, as it's not only pleasing to the eye, but also very soft and pliable. The very pronounced texture gives the watch a pop-up character as well. But where the Pitzmann truly shines is on the bracelet. This will push the price up to $900, but I think it's well worth the price of ownership. My economist ego aside, Pitzmann will make a case for itself as it's compared against its claim for being a faithful recreation of pocket watches of old. One can see the appeal of being a slimmed down and compact successor of these antiquated devices. It apes many of the hallmarks such as the Breguet numerals, small seconds subdial, and that minute track. Pitzmann went a step further than just copying design though. They improved the layout a bit to ensure that there is proper visual balance on the dial. It's a level of refinement, especially considering how many pocket watches have vast amounts of negative space. On the case, a stepped bezel is added to aid that domed crystal, and even the case back uses a polished solid cover. All elements typically found on a pocket watch. Unlike many people, I like how the crown is not threaded, just like the watches it's representing. Now, if only it's a little bit more curvier. Let's now examine the Pitzmann on its own merits. This model from Pitzmann packs a lot of inconspicuous design elements. The bracelet features a number of surface treatments like polished and satin finishes. These are carefully placed on rounded areas, maximizing light play. The Lynx also makes use of these oversized screws, which I love until I started resizing it. This was very difficult to unscrew because you needed a driver on each side. So, after your trip to the local watchmaker to resize your Lynx, you can enjoy the rest of the watch in all its high polished goodness. It's a fingerprint magnet for sure, but glamorous nonetheless. Now for the big thing about the Pitzmann, its blued hands. These are actual heat-treated hands and not painted on. This gives a lush gleam and very deep shadow. It's proper watchmaking rarely experienced on the microbrand level, on top of being aesthetically gorgeous, and it's difficult to achieve with a high rate of failure. What more is there to say? Add the lovely embossed numerals and you get a very organic and hand-worked dial. This watch uses a cold enamel process to get this milky dial. True, this is not one of those fancy luxury branded enamel finishes. This is actually resin based. It achieves that clean, clear surface that shines like porcelain rather than like plastic. It's a surprise to find this kind of quality from Korea, a country more known for its spicy noodles than artisan timepieces. With the generous taper of the bracelet or that subtly soft leather strap, this watch never forgets to be comfortable either. There is that leather strap, but that poor soul leather maker is still busy making them. And that's actually a good thing. It makes the watch more special, and it's nice to know that the brand does not intend to cut corners. They didn't settle with an imbalanced date window, they modified the movement. They didn't just pull a mass-produced hands for the dial, they baked them perfectly. The bad thing is, how are they going to top this one for their next model? Wow, it's a surprise coming from Korea, and I'm genuinely blown away with the quality, refinement, and just overall design of this watch. Of course, aside from that complaint that I have with the bracelet, this is a clear winner for $800, and we're genuinely looking forward for the next two releases coming from Pitzmann.